It is this that has caused us to live unproductive lives. It is this that has caused us to miss many blessings and opportunities. It is this that has caused us to destroy good relationships. It is this that has caused us to experience overwhelming discouragement, gloomy depression, unfair persecution, pointless and stressful drama, and mazy obstacles. It is this that has damaged us and pushed us into insecurity. It is this that has made us cry all through the night. It is this that bothers us all day long. It causes our spirits to be vexed. Last thing on our mind at night, and it tosses and turns us all through the night. And it's the first thing on our mind when we wake up in the morning. It is this. Somebody say, it's this. It is this that has caused us to have built a mountain of anger in our personality, an ocean of hate in our heart, and a strive for revenge for the satisfaction of our flesh. It is this that makes us want to throw in the towel. It is this that has built demonic thoughts of suicide. What is this thing? What is this strong element of destruction and devastation? What is this thing that causes us to lose our praise and worship, our faith and passion for God? What is this thing that the devil and people are using against us to keep us from moving forward and having life and life more abundantly? Now, this thing in which we are referring to on tonight is called our past. Because of what we have committed, experienced, suffered, inherited, visually digested, mentally processed, physically put up with, and spiritually encountered, we have been manipulated, taken advantage of, and stripped of our life by our past. The pain of our past has for a long period of time damaged the potential of our future. Let me say that again. I said the pain of our past has for a long period of time damaged the potential of our future. The truth of the matter is the devil, people, and some of our terrible decisions have caused a delay, a setback, and a halt in our life. Do you hear me tonight? The past situations have hurt us so bad that when we looked around, we see that we've wasted our time when we let some folk in our life. We lost some time when we dealt with the devil. Yes, hallelujah. We could have been further along now. We could have been on another level, a higher dimension, but we allowed our hurt and the wreckage of our past to shut us down. The reason that we cannot move forward is that the pain and failures of our past are heavier than our ability to carry them. Oh, glory to him. Truth of the matter is, we as young people, we as children of God have experienced more pain in our past than folk realize. Oh my God. Some of us have received pain from an unloving mother. Most of us didn't have faithful fathers. Some of us didn't have close siblings. Some of us were mistreated by step-parents. Yes, young people, I understand what we have experienced. Many of us were born out of a wedlock in turbulence. Many of us are broken children emanating from broken homes, arriving from broken parents with broken habits and broken situations. Some of us have been half raised, half loved, half cared for, half accepted, living half of the year over there with them and half of the year over there with them. I know some of you have been raised by grandparents, aunties, and uncles, and others and other loved ones. Some treated you right, but others abused you and misused you. I know. You've been left lonely. Your emotions have been out of whack and on edge. You've been passed around. Your feelings have been destroyed. You have been rejected, brutalized, tantalized, vandalized, cast aside, criticized, everything but crucified. It is true. Some of you have been abused, raped, held at gunpoint, deceived, hurt in life, heartbroken in life, broke in life, overlooked in life. Some of us have been trampled on, picked on, betrayed, stabbed in the back. Even some of us have been stabbed in the front. We've been hated on, embarrassed, belittled, offended, degraded, and oppressed. We have found out that all strangers are not harmless. And worst of all, everyone that confessed to be a Christian is not Christ-like. Yes, hallelujah. Some of our greatest pains and hardships were from folk that we sing in the choir with. Y'all ain't talking because they sitting beside you. Some of our greatest disappointments were caused by folk that we play beside. Folk that we shout and dance with. Folk that we usher on the floor with. Folk that we sit beside. Some of you are sitting beside them right now. The fact is that the ones that we have believed in and trusted when nobody else would, taken into our lives, taken our time to invest our life and love in, the ones that we have cultivated into better people, the ones that we needed the most, oh my God, are the ones who inflicted the greatest pain in our lives. But, tell your neighbor, but for how long will you deal with past hurts and pains? How long will you deal with the hurts caused by someone who hurt you with their words? How long do you deal with the residue of folk who wrong you by their fake connection to you? How long do you deal with the undying fact that you've been violated sexually? For how long? And how do we deal with the hurts caused by people who rejected us and continually degraded us? How long? And how do we deal with people who deceived, betrayed, and denied us? How long? And how do we deal with bitter people? Because how long do we continue to be bitter? Because we were left to raise that child or them children alone. I mean, especially when the torture and pain from the past experience are clearly causing us to be held back from our destiny. The answer to this question of how long is simply as long as you want to. Tell your neighbor, as long as you want to. The answer to how do we deal with it is this. Everybody say true forgiveness. Oh my God. Say it again. Say true forgiveness. Now I can tell by some of your reactions to this answer, what you want to know is, I know that's the truth. But come on now, preacher. Forgiveness, oh, y'all don't want to be real with me. You'll be all right. When it's taking everything within me not to go off. You talking about forgiveness? It's taking all of my Christianity not to choke her. You talking about forgiveness. When it's taking all that's within me not to destroy his life. You talking about forgiveness. It takes all that's within me not to knock them right out of this choir stand. It's taking all that's within me not to knock them right off the drums. It's taking all that's within me not to trip them when they come around for the offering. Oh, preacher, you talking about forgiveness. Yes, forgiveness. Understand, it is not always easy to follow the commandment to forgive, especially when we know that offender, we'll call them. Some of y'all had some words y'all wanted to fill in the blank. It's all right. Because especially when we know that offender is not sorry for what they tried to do to us. This is when we must understand that forgiveness is not for the person that you are forgiving, but forgiveness frees you up. Tell your neighbor, forgiveness frees you. Forgiveness frees you. It does not remove the consequences. Listen.